Hello fellas, welcome back. I've just got back from the GTR Heritage Centre in Peterlee. Now they're actually in the middle of moving into a new premises, so I've turned up at exactly the wrong time. So you'll notice in the video there's like old computer desks and that lying around. Just understand they're moving in. This is a new place. This is like a quarter of the cars they own, so hopefully we'll go back in the future and we'll be able to see more of what they've got. But I'll let the video play. I hope you enjoy it, and let us know below which car you would pick for yourself. I would have the R32, the black one. Alright fellas, welcome back. I've came to the GTR Heritage Centre. I've came to meet John. We're going to have a little look about, see some of the cars, and just generally see what you get up to, mate.
Yeah, have a chat about it.
Alright, come and start with this, and what's this, mate?
This is it's an R34 GTR, Midnight Purple 2. I'll pull the cover off for you and have a look at it if you want.
Pull the cover off.
It's one of our finished restorations. Last thing to do on it, before it goes back to the owner, is get a nice detail on it and get a final road map. So we've been doing some running miles on it.
Oh, it's a nice colour, mine, isn't it?
Beautiful colour. It's everybody's favourite Midnight Purple 2. So it's got a bit of a flip to it. It'll change through purple, blue, a little bit of green and bronze depending on the light. So this car came to us, it was about 3 years ago now. We've done a full body restoration on it, all the undersides painted, every nut and bolt zinc plated, all everything done, everything powder coated. It's all finished in our ceramic lacquer, it's the PPG ceramic, so it's like a really, really deep shine on it. Engine as well, we've put an HKS Step 3 billet stroker in, so it's a billet crank.
Can we have a look in the bonnet?
Yeah, I'll pop it open for you.
Oh, it is clean, that mind, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a beauty, this one. So the instruction from the owner was he wanted everything stealth black. So all the manifolds are all painted in Cerakote, that high temperature paint. You can like heat it up so it's glowing white, cools down to black again.
Does it really?
Yeah, rather than just like normal high temperature paint that'll burn off or discolour. So we've done the rocker covers the same colour as the car, but with a satin clear to give that dull finish. Yeah, it looks really nice. Got a nice big turbo on it. It's obviously fully forged, like you'd expect. Really big set of dummy cams in there. It's got quite a choppy idle, a bit like an old V8 with a mad cam in. Big injectors, it's on a Link ECU. We're hoping it's going to make around 800 horsepower.
Is it really?
It should be good for that. I mean, it's a 2.8 billet HKS stroker, so it's a really big, strong engine, this one. Nice. Really nice.
So this is quite a rare car, isn't it, John?
It is, mate. Yeah, this is an R31 Skyline. They didn't make a GTR in these years. They stopped making them for about 12 or 13 years where there was no GTRs. So this is as close as you could get it, but at the time it's called a GTSR. So it's a 2.5 litre single turbo, a bit like what you get in a GTST. Pretty rare cars, only one of them in Europe. There's probably maybe 100 in existence total. Really? Yeah, a lot of them got gobbled up for a race series in Japan back in the day, so there wasn't many made it to the roads to start with, you know. So it's come in as a direct import. The owner sent it straight to us, so you can see all over it we've got all the issues of the car written all over it, what we'll be tackling. So it'll get a full respray, all the fabrication will be done, underside will be done. It should leave looking pretty nice, yeah.
So what years did you say this was?
I think these are like 84.
84?
Yeah.
Cool as well, isn't it?
Very boxy, isn't it?
It is. I like that. I like old boxy.
Well, that's starting to come back in. You remember when anybody wanted anything of this era? It was either you went 70s or you went 90s, and this was like the forgotten period. It's making a big comeback, isn't it?
It is cool.
I love it.
So what power is this standard? 200-ish?
Yeah, it'd be about 220-ish. They wouldn't have been that high back in the day. So I'm telling little white lies, this is an RB20, not an RB25.
It's a 6-cylinder?
6-cylinder, yeah.
Single turbo?
Single turbo, twin cam. Like what you would have found in a 32 GTST. Right. Which is the next model after this car. So like the baby brother of the 32 GTR. It's a good little engine, like.
So you're just going to put this back standard?
Yeah, we'll not be touching the engine at all.
No tunes? Not even a mild?
No, we'll leave it alone. No, I think the closer to standard this car is, the more money it'll be worth for the owner of it in his collection, you know.
What do you think it'll be worth when it's done, then? What did they sell for?
It'd be hard to price this car. I'd have to do some proper research to give you a number, but I would have thought probably 80 to 100 grand maybe.
Really?
Yeah.
Just because of its rarity?
Yeah, it's hard to price one-off cars.
It is. So what's this one, John? I like this one. I like the boot on it.
It's a pretty car, isn't it?
It is. It's a very pretty car.
Now, I'll be the first to admit this era of them is where my knowledge gets a bit sketchy. Right. This was before I was born, this one. Dave could tell you a lot more about this car. What I do know about it is it was raced in Japan back in the 70s, so it's an actual race car, not a replica of something.
Oh, right. Did it do well? stuff?
I think it's won stuff, yeah. Like I say, it's my knowledge is a little bit sketchy on it. I do know it was very, very rusty when it came over. Chris, our fabricators, had to put a lot of time into hand making panels for it. Round these areas all had to be handmade and put a lot of time and effort into making it right.
This has all been redone?
Restructured, yeah. Areas like around here as well. Chris has had to hand make pieces to go in these areas. You can't even tell it's been done.
Is he a painter as well, Chris, or just fabricator?
Just fabricator, no. This was painted by our painter, Paul.
So what engine have we got in?
Little 1.8 4-banger. Again,
no
I
idea.
don't really know a lot about these engines. I know it's a little race engine, so...
Will it have a turbo on?
No, these weren't turbo.
No.
These will have been NA. This will have been on twin carbs when it was raced. I don't know if the owner's going to go for... I'd put an injection system on. But I don't know how close to the original race car he wants to keep it.
That's it, isn't it? Do you go back to what it was, or do you bring it up modern and reliable and easy to drive?
For me, this would be going on the show circuit now. But I don't know if the owner plans to actually race it, or maybe do some vintage parade racing, you know, like the Silverstone Classic, that sort of thing.
It's a cool little car, mine.
It's beautiful,
tiny, isn't it?
Yeah, beautiful. So I think the designation for these is the 510. They call it the Nissan 510.
Right. Are they the wheels what it raced with as well?
Yeah, proper little race. Still the tyres it raced on.
Really?
Yeah, still hold air.
So that's a fuel cap blanked off?
Blanked off, yeah. It'll have a fuel cell in the boot.
Fuel cell in the boot?
Yeah.
I built a little car I like this. Yeah. So what's this one then, John? This is a nice looking thing as well.
This is a 1975 Nissan Sunny Coupe.
Right.
Which I know about this one. We got this off a guy who bought it in South Africa, brought it over, and just really didn't have time to do much with it. Already had this mad little Toyota Beams engine in.
What's a Beams engine out of then?
They're out of the Toyota, well, it's an IS 200, but I think they call it the Tezza out there.
Right.
I think they had a 6-cylinder over here, and in Japan they came with this little 4-cylinder. These are known for like turbo conversions and superchargers, and they make really, really good power.
Do they?
Yeah, they're built by Yamaha. A crazy little engine. But to stick one of these in a little Sunny's a little bit mad. We're all a little bit scared of this car.
Really?
It's got too much power. I mean, it's a tiny little Mark II Escort-sized car.
It is, isn't it? Have you painted this?
Yeah, we've painted it. It came bare white, and this is the exact colour scheme that would have been on the Nismo race car, which is in the Amori factory in Japan, so we wanted to recreate that, even down to the number sticker on the door.
Something I've never seen before?
I'd never seen one till it arrived. No, I was quite impressed with it.
Bare inside, isn't it? Like,
oh, there's nothing to it.
Couple of dials.
I think that's what makes it so scary. It's just a big engine, 2 seats, rear-wheel drive.
It's got a big gearbox tunnel, hasn't it?
Yeah, that'll have the a modified tunnel because it's got the 5-speed box that came with that engine.
Right, so they've chopped the original tunnel out and put that in?
Yeah, they've extended the tunnel for that. That is literally the only drivetrain mod, so it's got the original diff on the back. It's on standard suspension and brakes. They all need upgrading. We're selling this as a project car now. So,
you're selling it?
Yeah, so the next owner can think about what diff he wants to run, what brakes he wants to run, or she wants to run.
So how much is this up for?
10 grand.
Is that it?
Yeah, just 10 grand.
It's clean as well,
not a lot for a
isn't it?
75.
Well, I would be interested in this if it was a bit more boxy. I like the back end of that one the best.
Aye. What this wants is it wants a little ducktail spoiler.
It does,
on the back.
and
just to finish off the back end.
Just to flick the back end up.
Yeah. The Amori race car had a little kick-up spoiler on the back end. It does transform it.
Nice car, this, mind. I like where the wing mirrors are.
It's a crazy little thing, isn't it?
Aye. I like the wing mirrors on the wings and everything.
The little bullet wing mirrors.
Does it feel weird to drive with them there?
You get used to it pretty quick. Yeah. They actually work really well down there.
Do they?
Yeah.
Can we have a look next door? Because you've got quite a collection next door.
We'll have a walk around there, yeah.
So what's this one then, John? This is a nice boxy thing.
It is very similar to the blue one we looked at next door. This is an R30, or the DR30 as it's called.
Right.
Again, this was a race car in Japan, not this actual one, but very, very commonly used in like one-make championships over in Japan. And I think Nissan used this as like their touring car back in the day.
Is it a homologation type car, or is it?
Yeah, yeah. Dave's just bought this one, Dave, the owner of the business, to be our new sort of flagship project car for people to come along and see what we can do.
Oh, right.
So he's turning this into the full-blown Nismo race car. So the arches are going to come out to about here, really boxy, outrageous body kit. You know, the front will come back out to here. You know, really just like in-your-face race car kit.
Is it going to be road legal as well?
Yeah, it'll be totally road legal.
Are you putting a cage and bucket seats and stuff like that in?
You're going to get it as close to the original race cars we can absolutely get it. So every detail we'll go for. So this is an inline 4, bit like what you find in the old, the early 200SX.
Right. Electric seats.
Oh yeah, back in the day.
What year is this?
This is an 82.
With electric seats?
Yeah. I'm told these Paul Newman special edition seats. Now, I thought he was a singer, but apparently he's a race car driver.
Right.
Which makes a bit more sense.
It is a cool shape, this mine. I love it.
Very, very cool. Like we were talking about before, that boxy shape's just really coming back hard, isn't it? I love the back lights on it. Really big. Typical Skyline, the big round lights, but just big and bulky and
nice.
Yeah, it's a cool car, this one.
It's quite big, isn't it, for an old car?
Oh, yeah.
I like this. I do like this.
So it'll be nice when it's finished. So it'll be red and black will be the race car colours for this one.
You'll have to send some pictures. I'll drop in the video for people to see.
See what it's going to look like when we're finished.
What's this, John? Looks a very familiar car.
You've seen this one before, haven't you? This is an R34. This is a GTT, but it's a replica of the car from Too Fast, Too Furious.
Too Fast, Too Furious, right?
Was it the third film? Was Tokyo Drift the second film?
I can't remember now. I lose track. There's loads in there.
I lose track of them. Yeah, this is the one Paul Walker would have driven in his big race at the beginning of the film.
Right.
So it's quite an accurate tribute car as well. It's got the correct body kit on, correct wheels, correct spoiler.
You've seen it's got the neons and everything on it.
It's got all the proper neons. Yeah, inside and out as well.
Has it?
When you turn the stereo on, it actually pumps out the music from the film as well. In the films, there was probably a dozen of these cars made, and most of them were GTTs with a body kit on because they were getting dinged up, crashed, rolled out, jumped through the air and stuff like that. So I believe there was only actually one genuine GTR involved in that. So a GTT converted to GTR is probably more accurate a movie car than an actual GTR would have been. So what we're doing with this car is we're going to put the wide arch body kit on front and back and just fatten it up like the proper movie car would have been. That's really the only detail missing to make it, you know, exact to the movie.
Mate, you've got some cool projects in here, mind.
This one turned some heads. I drove this down here on trade plates and there was kids' heads nearly twisting off.
I bet. I bet.
Just like
was it painted blue in the film like that, was it?
Yeah. Ghastly, I think, but it's accurate, so...
That's what I would do to my Skyline, but it's each to the one, isn't it?
But this is what everyone was doing in the sort of late 90s, early 2000s with them, you know? This is a beauty, this one.
Well, turn the camera on, we'll have a look. So what's this, R33?
R33, yeah, GTST.
I remember when these were $3,000 and that.
Yeah,
I remember looking at them thinking, I might get one of them for $3,000, but...
I wish I'd filled a warehouse full back.
I know. What are these doing now? Like
this one's
starting at for the R33?
33 GT with a turbo one. You're not going to get anything worth having under 15 grand.
Are you not?
For anything decent, you're going to pay over 20. This one's 30.
Is it?
Yeah. This is a customer car. This is one of my favourites, this one. I love this car. It's just the combination of the colour, the body kit.
Nice wheels as well, isn't it? Nice black wheels.
Then genuine Nismo wheels as well, GT LM4s. I hate to think what you'd pay for a set of them now.
Really?
Oh, you wouldn't get much change out, like $3,000.
Really?
Yeah, and only because these are a GTST fitment, not a GTR fitment.
Are these 18s?
18s, yeah. Beautiful wheel.
It's a beautiful car.
It is lovely.
Have a look inside?
Yeah, have a look. It should be open. Probably set the alarm off, like, but... Oh, no, we're all right.
Oh, all right.
So this one's got a GTR interior in it from a 33. GTR clocks in it. We've done a full underfloor restoration on it, so it's all...
Painted up underneath?
Painted up beautiful underneath. It's like a grey epoxy, and then the areas that get stone bashed are like a marine grade rubber. So all the bits of road muck just bounce off that.
Oh, right.
Everything's powder coated on new underneath. It's nice under there.
It is. It is.
Really nice car.
Very nice.
I've been trying my best to talk the owner out of it, but he wants to sell.
Right.
So if you know anybody for it.
How much is this up for?
30 grand.
30 grand?
Yeah.
What power is it?
This is about 350. It's not a massively tuned one.
It's nice though for the road, isn't it? It's a nice amount of power.
Yeah. It's just ready to take to a show, you know.
Ready to use.
But out of all the cars we've got in here, I think this is my favourite one.
Is this what you would pick?
Well, I've got one in my garage and I'm just saving up to paint it this colour.
Can we have a look at my favourite shape?
Yeah, the 32.
R32, John?
32 GTR, yeah.
GTR as well?
GTR. You can tell the GTR with the wider body from all the other 32s.
Right.
So you look down the side, you'll see it flares out front and back.
Beautiful, this mind. I love the wheels on it as well.
Oh, the BBS LMs. One of the best wheels you can put on a 32. I think the only better one would be a GT LM1 Nismo wheel.
Right.
You're going to pay 6,000-7,000 quid for a set of them now.
I think I would pick them, mate.
I would pick them as well.
Polish the lip, paint it gold.
Yeah, definitely.
With this black car, I think it would look absolutely amazing.
Gold or grey, but I think you're right, probably gold.
Gold with this colour for me, but I mean everyone's different, so.
Yeah. So this is a customer's car that's been getting some arch repair, because the quarter panels now, they're like $4,000 by the time you get one over from Japan, if you're lucky enough to find one. So this has had some sections fabricated by Chris, our fabricator. Done a bit of work fabricating repair pieces for the boot as well, because you can't buy boot floors anymore either. All the bits you used to be able to get quite easy for these just dried up, so you've got to hand fabricate everything now.
So he's done bits in the boot as well?
He's still got a bit of work to do in there, but it's certainly taking shape. Yeah, it's getting there. So,
nice car this.
Yeah, beautiful.
So is the owner just getting some bits done, then he's taking it away and he'll build it up? Or
it'll leave here a run and drive and finished car, so all the glass will be back in, paintwork finished and detailed up. I think he might be tackling the wheels himself. I don't think we're doing the wheels. But it's a light restoration, this one. It's not a full bare shell. Some of the cars we do, like, you know, they go back to total bare shells. We acid dip them, e-coat them, start from the ground up, you know.
Amazing. That's it, fellas. Thanks for watching, and thanks to John for taking the time out of his Saturday to show us around.
Oh, you're welcome, madam.
If you want to see more of the Skylines, and believe us, this isn't even half of what you've got in, is it, at the minute, is
Probably
it?
a quarter of what we've got, yeah, about a quarter.
If you want to see more of what he's up to, have you got a Facebook page?
I've got a Facebook page, and we've also got an Instagram and YouTube channel of our own, yeah, so a lot of the cars we've looked at today, we've done videos about, so you can see them in more detail.
Right, I'll leave a link to all those below, fellas. I'll also leave a link to my Instagram. But yet again, thanks for watching, and thanks to John for having us up. I'll see you on the next one.
No, thanks, Adam. Been a pleasure.
Mate. Cheers, mate. Spot on.
No, thank you very much, mate. Big fan of your channel anyway. It's nice to meet you.